So
Yes,
today is
it
Good
is
Friday,
morning.
right? Washington, Los Angeles as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you in Jakarta now, or are you in
I'm in
somewhere,
Jakarta.
anywhere in Indonesia or overseas?
No, I'm in Jakarta. I've already been back in Jakarta since 2017.
Wow. Okay. Let
Quite
me
long.
greet the students, and then I will introduce you to the students. And how many of the students now present on this meeting? I can see Adriani, I can see Cindy of Pekanbaru, Rayhandi from Surabaya, and how many more? I think I confused the student because I thought I put it for 9 p.m. Jakarta time, but actually I should have said that 8 p.m. Jakarta time. Okay, Tiffany, I did not see your invitation to everybody in the WhatsApp application. Did you send the invitation for 8 p.m.? Oke, baiklah. Tiffany, saya sudah bisa bikin opening remark untuk di YouTube nggak? Coba supaya saya perkenalkan untuk student yang mengikuti melalui YouTube. Ya, yes, Tiffany. Sudah bisa saya bikin remarksnya untuk opening di YouTube kah?
Good night, sir. Sudah bisa di opening, soalnya sudah live streaming.
Oke. Selamat malam untuk anak muda Gultom di seluruh dunia. Saat ini kami akan memulai sesi 12. This is Master Gultom from Gultom Foundation USA, broadcasting from Los Angeles in USA and relayed from Merek City Kalang, North Sumatra, Indonesia. I would like to welcome our guest for tonight, Mr. Ambassador Foster Gultom. He is now live in Jakarta. Malam ini kami akan menampilkan salah satu putra Gultom terbaik di keluarga Gultom, adalah mantan duta besar Foster Gultom yang sudah berdinas di Kementerian Luar Negeri puluhan tahun. Ya, sekarang dia sudah, apa sih bahasa Indonesianya retired itu, apa Purna Bakti ya? Istilah Purna Bakti, retired. Namun beliau masih aktif. Saya mengenal Mr. Ambassador sudah lama sekali, namanya saya kenal walaupun dia tidak kenal saya, karena dia seorang yang saya kenal melalui media-media sosial di tahun 1980 barangkali ya.
Yeah.
Was your first assignment in Washington DC? Apakah
89.
tugas pertama lu di Washington DC?
Yeah, in 1989.
1989, ya.
Right.
Kami datang ke Amerika 1978.
Yeah.
1978.
I knew there was the Gultom over there, but I didn't know that you're located in Los Angeles.
Iya, jadi kami sudah mengenal secara tidak langsung, tetapi baru pertama kali kami bertemu, dan kami juga merupakan anggota divisi luar negeri dari Punguan Toga Gultom sedunia ya, untuk kami staf ada di sana. Oleh sebab itu, untuk pemirsa yang ada di Indonesia, saya mau bikin dulu remarksnya dalam bahasa Indonesia, bahwa kursus ini diberikan kepada turunan Gultom secara gratis. Keinginan kami adalah memberikan sesuatu yang berharga di masa depan kepada Anda. Itulah dedikasi dan bakti kami kepada keluarga Gultom sedunia. Oleh sebab itu, bagi mereka yang mempunyai kesempatan untuk hadir, tolong ya ikuti. Ini akan berguna bagi Anda. Anda bisa bekerja secara profesional tidak saja hanya di Indonesia, tetapi juga di luar negeri, dan juga bisa bekerja dari rumah untuk posisi-posisi yang ada di luar negeri. Ya, Anda bisa bekerja dari rumah. Oleh sebab itu, untuk Anda bisa menikmati pekerjaan profesi di luar negeri walaupun dari rumah, namanya remote position, itu Anda harus menguasai bahasa Inggris. Bahasa Inggrisnya tidak susah, kita hanya belajar basic. Dari basic English Anda akan bisa melambung tinggi. Tanpa basic Anda tidak akan bisa mempelajarinya. Oleh sebab itu, kami akan memulainya dan saya akan nanti memperkenalkan semua student saya yang ada pada malam hari ini, dan mereka akan mencoba dalam sesi ke-12. Kami sudah memulainya 11 sesi, ya. Jadi saya mau coba dulu semua student saya untuk memperkenalkan diri kepada Master Ambassador, dan nanti sesi ini tidak ada pelajaran lain kecuali communication with Master Ambassador, supaya Master Ambassador memberikan advice bagaimana dulunya waktu Master Ambassador belajar bahasa Inggris. Apakah langsung belajar tinggi atau masih basic dulu, ya? Okay, at this time I would like to give this opportunity first to Master Ambassador to tell my students about your background, about your the way you speak English, the way you learn English at the very beginning of your profession. And then after that, the student will introduce himself or herself to you. So after the introduction, then we will have the time for the student to ask Mr. Ambassador in English, in a simple English. And then also you can correct them, the way you say that should be like this. Ya, jadi nanti Mr. Ambassador akan diperkenalkan kepada student satu persatu. Setelah itu Mr. Ambassador nanti akan adakan tanya jawab kepada students. Oleh sebab itu, I would like to give this opportunity to Mr. Ambassador to do your opening remarks and to introduce yourself about how things going on after retirement. Please, time is yours, Mr. Ambassador.
Well, first of all, I would like to thanks Opung, if I can call that, Opung Gultom di Los Angeles, who initiated this program. Is really appreciated and very much, supportive to follow this program. And I would like to introduce myself, as already mentioned by Opung. Yeah, my name is Foster Gultom. I just a little bit more. Yeah, just in a couple months, I will be resign. Yeah, Purna Bakti from Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Indonesia, which I already, served since 1985. So after graduated from University of Indonesia from Social Science International Relations Study, I joined the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in 1985, and of course, in the first instance, I may have to, take the courses at the, primary courses like Sekdilu, we call it, yeah, in the tingkat dasar, yeah, elementary, the Foreign Ministry, yeah, service. And after that, I been posted to Washington, D.C. in 1989 until 1993. So I've been there just almost 4 years, actually. And in Washington, D.C., two of my kids, actually until now, I have 2 kids who were born in Washington, D.C., especially in Georgetown University Hospital, just close to the, the office in Embassy Row Street. So Opung may have to known about the Washington DC area, of course. And I'm glad, of course, to see all the students, girls, boys here of Gultom descendants. Very nice, since I also been joining one of the program set up by some person in Toba area, especially in Balige area, for having they set up or establish the, like English schools, English village. Maybe you are girls or boys who are living in Balige's area, you can also join this program. Some of former ambassadors from Ministry of Foreign Affairs also taking part in the program. So we set up about 2 or 3 years ago, since the pandemic occurred in Balige area. And close to the Tarutung also, some students, there are still maybe dozens of students from the primary school up to the high schools. And of course, the initiative of Opung here, to set up the English course under the supervising of Gultom Foundation. I think this is also very useful for the Gultom's, families, especially those, our children and also our grandchildren who are still at school and also, taking part of their daily life. Maybe if they are living in abroad or overseas, like in Europe, Australia, or America, or even some other Asia country, they don't need, to take some kind of courses like us, because they already been, accustomed with the daily life. They have to speak in foreign language in their respective, countries or domiciles overseas. But here for us, untuk kita in Indonesia, of course, a little bit effort has to be, conducted. I myself, even though I've been joining the foreign ministry and posting abroad in our mission here, perwakilan kita di luar negeri, whether in the embassy, or missions, I still have to learn and study English more and more, because the spoken English or our daily English language is quite different, with the diplomatic languages and diplomatic correspondence. So because I also have to attend meetings, international conferences, negotiating, with other people from many countries, from Europe, from America, Africa, South America, and also other Pacific and Oceania nations. So we have to speak English, but the very, very high, style, or maybe the high degree of English, because the diplomatic language is quite different. But we don't need that at this time, unless you all, like David here, I see Rayhandi, or Cindy and Adriani, and other like Elizabeth, want to join the foreign ministry, or later on, if you have already been graduated from university, you join the, for instance, the company, international company, and they may have to also, speak English well. So this is just my introduction, Opung. So I encourage, those girls and boys under the Gultom's Foundation here to be, studying hard and harder, especially in English. There are a lot of books available. Yeah, you can get it, you can download it from internet. Yeah, compared to our time, Opung is of course above me of the age, and even in my time, we have very difficulty to find books, to read. But now, there are all lot of, so only the motivation, from yourself. Because even though now you can easily to download or to find, books, whatever the genre or type of books, fiction or non-fiction, but most or other people also, have the same opportunity with you. So it means that the competition among you in the, young generation would also be very fiercely, sangat begitu ketat, So compared to our time, walaupun dulu waktu saya kuliah untuk meminjam buku di perpustakaan, if I have to borrow books from the library, I have to wait maybe for a week, sampai buku itu dikembalikan oleh yang lain. So and then we just, copy the book, and spending a lot of money, of course. And in my case, where I have no much money to spend, so I just write it down, from and borrowing and from my friends. So this is the time for you or the young generation of Gultom to have a very, high motivation and learn, study hard and harder. There are many others, Gultoms who have already successfully, achieved their life during this time. We can also give support, for you to be a bit more progress and develop yourself, to become nanti orang yang juga bisa menjadi orang yang berguna, untuk bangsa, negara, dan juga untuk keluarga kita, for our family as well. So congratulations, for you, and juga Opung and Tiffany as admin of this program. I'll be at your disposal at any time if you need help or support. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much, Mas Ambassador. Kalau di Amerika, sekali orang itu menjadi ambassador, kita selalu tetap panggil dia Mas Ambassador. Seperti walaupun sudah pensiun,
all the family.
Yes.
Bapak
Jadi,
Tasya, I've been called sometimes Bapak Tasya, Amani Tasya.
Yes. Okay. Jadi for the purpose of our school, we can call you Mas Ambassador. Is that okay?
For this purpose.
Okay. Jadi untuk pemirsa yang ada di Indonesia, tadi sudah diperkenalkan beliau adalah sudah bekerja sebagai diplomat, bahkan sekarang dia diplomat senior. Kalau saya tidak salah tadi sudah akan pensiun, baru akan pensiun, belum pensiun. I am not retired yet, Mr. Ambassador. So I'm still young, you are still young. We can build this Gultom new generation to be successful as you are. Kita juga untuk students, Gultom ini ada kira-kira kalau saya tidak salah 4 Gultom diplomat yang saya kenal, termasuk Jahar Gultom sudah pernah ke rumah saya di Amerika, saya bawa dia 2 tahun lalu, dan kemudian juga Budiman Gultom yang sudah pensiun, sudah pernah ke rumah saya di Amerika. Kemudian ada Widya ya, kalau saya tidak salah ada lagi
masih aktif juga. Dia sekarang
belum
sedang
pernah ketemu.
Ya,
saya mau ketemu dia nantinya. Nah, Kenapa kita menampilkan Master Ambassador sini? Saya mau di antara student, the youth of the Gultom, ya, murid-murid saya ini bisa menjadi ambassador nantinya.
Oh,
Nanti
great.
kalau mau menjadi bekerja diplomat di Departemen Luar Negeri, mohon menghubungi, minta direction, minta pengarahan dari Master Ambassador, ya. Kalau ada turunan Gultom, kita mengkhususkan turunan Gultom untuk maju ke dunia diplomatik melalui Departemen Luar Negeri, atau kalau mau bekerja di luar negeri boleh menghubungi kami berdua, ya. Kami akan mengarahkan, kita mengarahkan dan memberikan ide-ide dan pengalaman dan ekspertis yang ada di diri kita. Itulah fungsi daripada Gultom Foundation USA English Conversation Course. Jadi sekarang seperti program berikutnya adalah saya mau mengundang semua student saya memperkenalkan diri masing-masing kepada Master Ambassador, bikin 1-2 kalimat present tense yang simple, dapat dimengerti, bukan saja hanya dimengerti oleh Master Ambassador, tapi juga turunan Gultom yang ada mengikuti melalui YouTube saat ini. So at this time, I would like to give a chance to the students to introduce yourself to Master Ambassador. Please unmute your video, audio, please. Who is first? Tiffany, can you start it first? And then Adriani, David, Cindy, and Juliana, and so on. Okay, please, the time is yours.
Good night, Oppo, Mr. Ambassador. My name is Tiffany Gultom. I live in Merak Karo, Regency, North Sumatra, and I am the second child of 4 siblings. And at the moment, I work in Merak now. This office is USDF, Ultra Sumatra Dairy Farm in Merak. So thank you for your coming.
Which part of America are you?
Yes.
Which part of America? You work in America right now, right?
No, in Merak. Merak.
Merak. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Sorry.
I live in Merak,
I thought that you are following Opung, to also now working in America. Yeah, okay.
No, I don't.
Merak,
I
yeah.
didn't.
Good.
Yes. I give thank you for your coming. Thank you for coming to our Zoom meeting, sir. I hope you always healthy, and I hope I can follow your the successful steps of gang on Oppo. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Very good pronunciation, and also the very, fluently English you have already. So where did you learn English?
I learned English I learned English speaking in college, and also I learned in this Gultom USA.
Okay.
And many things I can learn, sir.
Okay, good, very good.
Thank you,
sir. And make it, continue it for practicing, English every day.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, next, Adriani. Can you introduce yourself, Adriani? Unmute, please.
Hi.
Hi. You are very cute, Adriani. How old are you?
6 old.
6 years old. Wow, very good. You are already a member of a very, prestigious forum like this one. So you have been already at school?
Yes.
And in what grade are you now? grade 1 in elementary school or already above that?
I grade 1
Okay. In where? Where is your house?
in Pekanbaru.
Oh, Pekanbaru. Wow. So you go to school from, you know, it's far away from your house or just close, near to the house?
300 meters.
Wow, you can count it even. 300 meters. Okay, so just take a walk, yeah? Or you have bicycle? You ride bicycle?
Mommy pick me.
Oh, 6 minutes. Very good. Yeah. Say hello to your mom and dad, yeah, over there, yeah. Adriani Borugultom, right? You are Borugultom? Are you? Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
Adriani, can you introduce yourself to Mesa Ambassador? Can you memorize things? Now your time. Say that, hi, my name is Adriani Gultom. I live in Pekanbaru. I'm so happy to see you, Mesa Ambassador. Thank you for coming. Can you say that, please?
Yes. Hi, Mr. Astardo. I am Adriani. I live in Pekanbaru. I'm so happy to see you tonight. Thank you much.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Of course, so do I. Yeah.
Next one. Who's next one? Is that Cindy? Cindy of Pekanbaru. Can you, now your time.
Hello, especially Mr. Ambassador. Good evening, and my name is Cindy. I live in Pekanbaru, capital of Riau Province, Indonesia. I'm so happy that you are here tonight. Right now, I am a student third grade in Sandor High School. And in the
Third grade of high school? You mean that now it's in the maybe 12, yeah? In the
Yes.
class 12? Okay.
In the I would like to be like you in the future.
I would like to follow your career.
Yes.
If you want to like me, you cannot because you are a girl. I'm a man.
Yes.
Okay. But it's all right. Yeah. Sometimes we translate from our language from Indonesian to English. But if you study English, just studying English, you see, you can just talk in English because they have their own norms and cultures. And later on, you can just be like customs. Yeah, you can be just a habit. Yeah, for that. So it's okay. There are a lot of foreigners there from African, Latin American, even Singaporean, Hong Kong. They get the English juga masih kalau di Batak bilang marpasir-pasir, nggak apa-apa. Kalau dalam dunia pergaulan internasional, yang penting kita memahami, mengerti apa maksudnya itu. Ya, tapi tentunya kalau kita yang belajar, kita harus mulai memahami, menguatkan. Jadi tiap bahasa punya kulturnya sendiri, punya nuansa maknanya. Jadi kalau kita translate dari bahasa kita atau bangsa lain ke bahasa ini, memang tidak memiliki padanan kata. Jadi kita belajar langsung saja dari kata-kata. Nanti terbiasa. Begitu kita sering berkomunikasi, akan terbiasa sendiri. Orang-orang Bali tidak ada yang sekolah. Tapi kemudian bisa bahasa Inggris, bahasa Spanyol, bahasa Jerman, Jepang, Prancis ya kan. Terbiasa, baru begitu dia lihat belum bisa baca. Sama kayak kita masa kecil kita belum bisa baca tapi bisa bicara toh. Baru kita mulai belajar sekolah baru mulai bisa membaca. Okay, Cindy, very good, yeah. So I have some books, from I downloaded and I will share, later on here. Maybe I don't know whether in chart they can accommodate some of book, the grammar or pronunciation. Or I have some. I chose this one. Okay. Ada lagi, Pak Opung?
Yes. Next one, Rayhandi, can you introduce yourself, please?
Okay, Mr. Gultom. Hello, Mr. Ambassador. My name is Rayhandi Nicholas Ruidono Gultom. I am 14 years old and I live in East Java. To be precise, at Delta Kardinia 2, housing number 7, in Sidoarjo Regency in Waru District.
Okay.
I am very happy to see you, Mr. Foster Gultom. Thanks for coming to our Zoom meeting. I hope one day I can follow your footsteps and I can go to US.
Very good. Yeah, you are so motivating. Very good. In Sidoarjo, yeah, I have also, I think my neighbors live there. Sidoarjo. Surabaya, close to Surabaya, right?
Yes, Mr. Foster.
Very good, Nicholas.
Thank you.
Okay, who's next? David, can you introduce yourself, please?
Okay, Mr. Hi, Mr. Ambassador. I would like to introduce myself. My name is David Gultom and I 18 years old. I live in Jambi and I grade 2 in Senior High School 6 Jambi. Thank you for joining and give time to talk with us.
Oh, good. In Jambi, yeah?
Yes, Mr. Ambassador.
I've been visiting Jambi several times, either for the official mission, also family. Very good.
Thank you, Mr. Ambassador. Thank you, Oppo.
Okay, Tiffany, is there any other student that is going to be introducing him or herself to Mr. Ambassador?
Yes, maybe Mrs.
Juliana?
Juliana. Yes.
Miss Juliana, please.
Hi, Mr. Ambassador. My name is Juliana. I live in Depok, West Java. I'm so glad that I can talk to you this evening. If you happen to visit Depok, could you please let me know? Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Depok is so close with my, area here in Pondok Kelapa, Jakarta Timur. And actually, I also, give lecture in University of Indonesia. Yeah, in the semester ganjil, yeah, in the first semester. I give lecture also. So it means that I have to go to Depok several times. But we have also some quite often, have the meetings in Depok.
Yes, Mr.
Very good. So you are now at still the high school or already at university?
Mr. Gultom.
You are still at high school? Or
No, I'm a student in university, Mr.
University where? Where is?
University.
Pardon?
Pamulang University in South Tangerang.
Oh, okay. Pamulang University, yeah, South Tangerang.
Yes, Mr.
So of course, then you also have the English course, right? In university.
Yes, Mr.
What major are you taking now?
Are you sorry? Pardon, Mister.
What major or faculty, yeah, that you are now entering?
My major is accounting, Mister.
Accounting. Oh, very good. You follow Opung then, of course, as accountant. Yeah, you can follow as accountant and then work in America. Yeah.
Yes, Mister. Thank you for support.
Yeah. Keep up work. Keep up work, and of course, pray. Yeah.
Okay, Mister.
I still have, I did not see Elizabeth. Maybe she is in the church. I don't know. Is Elizabeth here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Oh, hi, Elizabeth. It's you, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay. Good evening, Mr. Ambassador. It's really nice to see you today. Let me introduce myself. My name is Elizabeth Gultom. Currently, I live in Tangerang, but I work in South Jakarta. I'm so honored to meet you today. Thank you for joining our Zoom meeting, and I would like to be successful as you are and follow your footsteps. Thank you.
Wow, so great. So Noah, you're already working, yeah? In what
Yes.
area?
In South Jakarta, sir.
Yes.
Yes,
And
sir.
then in what kind of business that you work with?
Yeah, it is a rural bank called Bank Arta Tama.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
So you graduated from the banking also?
No, actually, I graduated from Chemical Engineering University of Sumatra, Universitas Sumatera Utara.
Yeah, it's normal. Yeah. I have my nephew also graduated from geology, but now she's working in the bank. Yeah.
Yes,
Banking
sir.
sector. So normal. So keep up,
Okay, sir.
especially for the banker, yeah. So you have to, of course, speak other language than Indonesian language. Normally, English is quite, common. Yeah.
Yes, of course, sir.
Other customer, yeah, especially from the foreign, customers.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Juliana, Reuter, Elizabeth. How about who is the other two brother and sister from Medan? I forgot his name. Gabriel. Is Gabriel here? Maybe they're in the church.
He didn't came already.
Okay, and then his sister also. Maybe they are going to the church. Okay. Well, at this time, we still have time for you guys to ask questions. So now use your basic English. Pakailah bahasa Inggris yang basic dengan present tense untuk bertanya kepada ambassador. Umumnya kalau kita baru bertemu dengan seseorang, apalagi di Zoom, kita coba memakai kata yang simple in present tense, ya, kata sekarang, bukan kata lalu. Jadi kalau kita mau berbicara, jangan dulu pakai kata-kata yang lalu, nanti kita jadi susah, ya. Kita mau, sekarang kita ini adalah sesi ke-12. Can you imagine, Mr. Ambassador, on our first meeting through the 11, you can see now the improvement, right? And you must be very, very proud yourself because you speak to Mr. Ambassador. Sangat jarang kita bisa bertemu dengan orang yang sudah berpengalaman tinggi. Now, this is your opportunity. Ask question in simple sentence. Seperti begini. Mr. Ambassador, why do you like working for Departemen Luar Negeri? Boleh gabung dalam bahasa Indonesia. I understood that. Kita sekarang masih dalam tahap belajar. Nanti kita akan undang Mr. Ambassador sesi ke-52. Nanti Mr. Ambassador, wow, session ke-52. This is the students. Itu nanti kamu bisa bertanya past tense, present tense, future tense. Jadi apa rencanamu di masa depan, Mr. Gultom? Seperti itu ya. Oke, sekarang I will give you students to ask question in a simple sentence, present tense, ya. Seperti saya tanya tadi, bisa juga how do you like Jakarta, or how do you like United States, how do you like to work in overseas, seperti itu ya. Jadi present tense. Oke, now starting with Tiffany. Oh, pertanyaan sini. Saya mau perkenalkan dulu sama Miss Ambassador, student saya. Miss Tiffany ini salah satu ya admin nomor 1. Dia yang nomor 1 responding to my request for the English conversation. Dia langsung kirim resumenya atau CV. Saya baca, wow, dia baru graduated from University of Sumatera Utara, School of Engineering, Environmental Engineering precisely. Ya, jadi dia sekarang bekerja di perusahaan asing, pertanian, peternakan, pembuatan susu untuk produksi di Sumatera Utara. Kantor pusatnya ada di Bandung kalau saya tidak salah ya. So I was helping Tiffany to get interviewed in English. Jadi saya coaching dulu dia. Bagaimana mendapatkan pekerjaan. Saya perbaiki resumenya, how to do this, how to do that. Karena saya mau supaya Tiffany ini adalah orang yang top nomor 1 nanti di youth, orang muda Gultom ya. Saya mau dia nanti di depan. Bersama juga dengan Elizabeth, bersama juga dengan Juliana, bersama juga dengan yang lain-lainnya. Saya mau bawakan mereka ke atas. I was hoping that they can work eventually someday overseas atau bertemu dengan saya di Amerika. Kalau bisa ya. Oke. Jadi saya mau mereka ini bisa menginterview seorang diplomat tinggi. Nah, ini satu kesempatan yang bagus. Kalau mereka yang saya undang tidak hadir, wah ini kesempatannya hilang. Right? So Miss Tiffany, orang yang gigih, orang yang pintar, dan orang yang mau tidak malu-malu ya. Waktu saya dulu belajar bahasa Inggris banyak salahnya, belepotan. But yang saya mau sama mereka, Miss Ambassador, mereka saya inginkan supaya berani. Bikin salah tidak apa-apa. Don't worry about that. No. Jangan pedulikan grammarmu, tapi saya juga ajarkan mereka basic English, how to say things. Ya. Jadi ini adalah kesempatan yang bagus. Saya mau juga nanti Tiffany yang pertama bertanya, kemudian juga Elizabeth, Juliana, Wira Gultom nanti mau memperkenalkan diri, adalah sisternya, brothernya Tiffany. Wira Gultom ini dia sekolah di Lubuk Pakam, sekolah kesehatan pemerintah di Lubuk Pakam. Wira, can you introduce yourself please to Mr. Ambassador?
Okay. Hi, Mr. Ambassador.
Hello.
Okay. My name is Wira. I live in Lubuk Pakam, and I'm happy to see you. Thank you for coming to our Zoom meeting. I wish someday I could follow you to footstep and go to USA.
And what are you doing now? Are you still going to school or?
Okay, so
already
I studied at Medan Healthy Polytechnic University, and majority is nutritionist. And I'm a diploma 3, and I'm semester 2 now, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, good. Keep up work, yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, can you start question and answer starting with Tiffany, please?
Okay, sir. That one point I can ask for sir about how to be successful like Mr. How about to be successful like Mr. Ambassador?
Well, you asked me about how you can, get successful in your career, for instance, yeah. And I think the word successful is really quite very, honestly, for me, even, if we still comparing with other, there are still others, maybe be above me, yeah, like ministers, like the Director General. But of course, my career as a diplomat, the ultimate goals of diplomat at the level of ambassador. Okay, that's the normal kind of working in foreign ministry as a diplomat. But others, for instance, they can reach up to the level at the bureaucratic position, like Director General or Minister level. That's the other political, scene that also considered by the political system. But if you ask me how I can get at the top, of the rank as ambassador, well, actually, becoming, like you, also still working as an employee, in your company, we are learning from our failures. We are learning from that our step is not maybe in the right and the correct, situation at the moment that we step our foot on that side. Sometimes we also having the wish or expectation, but our expectation during the time that we are trying to reach maybe cannot be achieved. So this is, we learned, means that we have to make it our mental, becoming strong and stronger. So if you are having this kind of mental, then you have the self-confidence. So we need to know more why it makes us fail. So this is the situation that we can learn either from the books, or there are many kind of information that we can find from YouTube, from internet. There now is a lot of sources that we can reach, and then we can study and learn and trying again to practice it. So if you haven't had the failure, then you feel you are success? No. That means that you are still have to reach another step, above. So sometimes we have to maybe fell down, maybe 1 or 2 level, but we can start again, and then we can leap forward to another 3rd or 4th level. So this is the kind of dynamic in our career. So that's why, if I can tell you my stories, I was supposed maybe to get my better position, at my 40 years old. But sometimes the situation didn't, didn't give me kind of opportunity, because my senior just feel like, didn't agree of my promotion for something like that. You can find yourself living, working hard, you study hard, but if you forget about your, in your left, in your right hands, friends, and your boss, and another level of your bosses, then you feel that you are deserve to have the promotion, but actually the promotion been given or been decided by your boss and by our superiors. So this is the kind that I can maybe share my experience. But actually, I've been, at the end of the day, my minister in 2010 called me back from Seoul to become the director, position in foreign ministry. So that's been the starting point for a diplomat to become promoted to become ambassador. But actually, he already proposed me in 2004 when I returned from Australia, Canberra, to become a director under his supervisor. But I met, my other superiors before become the Secretary General, and he a little bit, halt, my proposal. So, but it doesn't matter. So what I mean is we can keep up, Don't kind frustration, and then you feel mellow, and and then you can crazy, people, and you don't give your attention more to your job or and your duty and task. No, don't make it like that. Keep up work, pray, and then passionate you have to develop, to nurture, your passionate is very important. What kind of passionate that you have, Tiffany? For instance, you are in the milk, company, you're about mix, insemination of your, cattle or what kind of that, and your skill there, you nurtures, because you have the passion, to do that kind of job. That's important because we don't need to have 3-4 kind of jobs to become promoting, to higher degree. Just one, you focus as far as it makes you happy and you are really, being knowledgeable on that skill or on that kind of job, then you can reach, you become successful people.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you so much. I have another students that just joining us. Ruth, are you there? Can you unmute your audio, please? Ruth Octaviana, can you introduce yourself to Mr. Ambassador? I haven't seen you since you joined this English conversation. Please, Ruth, it's your time.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Gultom. Hi guys, hi Mr. I am Ruth. My name is Ruth Octaviani Gultom. I'm a new student. I'm a new student in this class, and I am a student in the college right now. I am happy to being a part in this class. Actually, I have been joined in this class last week, but my name is didn't call, so I can show my face or my name. I'm sorry to Mr. Gultom.
Yes, Ruth, where do you live right now? What school do you go to?
Oh yes, I live in Depok. My university is Pamulang University.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So Juliana also is at Pamulang University, right? Do you know Juliana?
Yes, we are siblings.
I didn't know that. Okay, Mr. Ambassador, that's your time now to say hi to Ruth, please.
Okay. Hi, Ruth.
Hi, Mr. Ambassador. Nice to know you.
I'm glad to see you.
I'm glad to see you too, Mr. Ambassador.
So now you know already how to access the link, in the Zoom of our open. So you maybe in the next session you will be, very active participants.
Yes, thank you. I will active. maybe next time.
Okay, all right. Rayhandi, can you ask Mr. Ambassador a simple question like what kind of food do you like? What kind of country do you like? And something like that. Just make it a simple question and he can answer that in a simple way too, so that everybody can have a chance to talk to Mr. Ambassador. Go ahead, Rayhandi.
Okay, Mr. Gultom. So for the question to the Mr. Foster, when were you born, Mr. Foster Gultom?
When did I when did I born? Okay.
Yes.
When were you born?
Yes.
When?
Yes, Mr.
How if I return again the question, if to me, when were I born? Is that?
Yes.
Or when did I born? Which one?
Oh, yes. Okay.
Yes,
I'm sorry, confused. Sorry, Mr.
It's okay. When was? Yeah.
Oh, when was?
Okay. And I was born in Cililin, Bandung. Yeah. In the year of 1958. So during that time, is still we call it Orde Lama. Still Orde Lama. Yeah.
Okay, Mr.
So we are the past generation, yeah, like Opung Gultom America.
Okay, next one. But for your information, Mr. Ambassador, I was in Bandung from 1965 to 1978. So I'm Bandung man too. So I speak Sundanese pretty well.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Juliana, Juliana, can you ask question on, and then after that, Elizabeth?
Yes, sir. I want to ask a question to Mr. Foster Gultom. Is there anything you would like to do that has not yet been realized, and why? What the reason?
That was a very good question, Mr. Ambassador.
Yeah. So as a human being, of course, we have a lot of wishes, right? A lot of expectation. I wish that all of two of my kids will be having their family, yeah, married, something like that. But maybe soon they will be also, yeah, getting married. We hopefully. But of course, now the young generation quite different with my generation, my time. The voices of the parent, for instance, maybe just only like not an advice, not as an instruction, but just only as like a sharing, yeah, like an advice for the kids right now. I mean in this moment, at this time. I don't know, maybe Ruth also having this situation with your parent, but if you are the obedience of the kids, maybe you can, quite taat ya, jadi taat pada orang tua. But what I mean is there are a lot of wishes, but of course, what we will have situation quite peaceful. This is very important, especially in Indonesia. Yeah, for us to we can of course church doers. Yeah, we can go at any time. We can pray. Yeah, we can having our mass. Yeah, there is sometimes situation that make us kind of difficult. That is maybe one of the importance, wishes, from my list. So if I have retired, maybe I I thought, to my children and also to other families, closest families, maybe better for me to go to Danau Toba. We can live there, stay there. It's very life, and peacefully situation. Maybe canoeing, in Toba like that. It's very happy. But we don't know, the situation. Maybe when people have been crowded together in flux in the area, maybe we have also some kind of uncomfortable situation. That's my wishes and also expectation. The very closest one is all two of my children getting married. That's all.
Okay. Elizabeth, it's your turn now. Can you ask simple question, please?
Okay, sir. Mr. Ambassador, may I know what kind of Bataknese food that you like and what is the reason?
The food.
Bataknese food.
When I was just in Geneva, one of the Indonesian dignitary came to Geneva and I invited him to the restaurant. So I asked him, what would you like? Well, if you ask me, everything I can eat, unless it is prohibited by the law. Unless it's prohibited by the law. So I can, but now, I have to consider my age here, my stomach, it's already, the natural one. As a doctor, it's a very maybe good doctor and closest to us every day is ourselves. I'd like lapet. When I was kids, I visited my father's hometown in Siriaon, Pulau Samosir, and my opung, my grandfather, always, gave me tipa-tipa. Tipa-tipa? Tipa-tipa is, just from the rice, and you just tumbuk tipa-tipa,
Yes.
and it's only mixed sometimes with the sugar. Wow, it's great. I like it. And if it is a little bit more, make it a little bit perfect, like sogun, sagun. What do you call it? Sogun, right?
Sasagun.
Sagun, that's becoming more. Tipa-tipa is a little bit below the level of sagun, and sagun. I like it very much during my, kids. But now I couldn't eat, everything, even though, the law permitted, but I have to consider and just taking, some selected kind of food. Okay, Elizabeth, is there more?
Yes.
Thank you for your story.
All right. I'm still waiting for Cecilia Gultom. Mr. Ambassador, do you still remember Dr. Henry Gultom of Bandung?
Yeah.
He has a daughter that went to Gadjah Mada University, and then she got economics degree from Gadjah Mada University. And then after that, she continued her study to get a master's degree of economics from the Netherlands, from Amsterdam.
Oh, very good. Yeah.
But now she works for the Bank of Danamon in Jakarta as a financial analyst. And she's on the way to the meeting right now because she has some business trip outside of Jakarta.
Okay.
So she's on the way right now to our meeting.
Okay.
And I have already interviewed her about helping us to help the student to do the conversation after the school over, because with the size of the student that I have at this time, I cannot do it myself.
Yeah.
So I asked some of the Gultom from the Gultom Association, Gultom WhatsApp. I posted in there help. So this Mr. Dr. Henry Gultom asked me, "Hello, Bang, can you ask my daughter to be your helper?" And then finally, I was able to speak with her. She's very smart, and I know her in 2001 when I first visited Bandung, and then I met her father, and she was so shy. She may be like about kelas 2 SMA. When I first started talking English with her, she was kind of shy, malu-malu. But she tried to say something in English, and that is the point of her to learn English pretty well. Jadi di dalam untuk orang muda Gultom di seluruh dunia yang mengikuti Zoom meeting melalui YouTube saat ini, malu-malu itu normal.
Yeah.
Saya mau tambahkan kan malu-malu tapi berani. Ya, malu-malu tapi berani, banyak salah, itu yang bagus. Ya, so if you are malu-malu and you made mistakes, like Mr. Ambassador said, don't be so shy. Jangan sampai takut bikin kesalahan. Not intentionally, jangan dibikin sengaja. Tapi kita bikin kesalahan unintentionally, ya, tidak sengaja. That's okay. Itulah fungsi daripada Gultom Foundation English Conversation Course, to help you guys sampai naik ke atas pelan-pelan. Sekarang kalian sudah berani. Kalau sudah berani nanti bicara dengan Mr. Ambassador, kalau saya undang Mr. Presiden Jokowi, bisa nggak nanti kalian bicara? Takut nggak? Hopefully I can invite President Jokowi someday. I don't know if that's coming true or not, but I will try. When he retired, then I will invite him to join us so that you can interview Mr. President, right? So it's our things to do in the future. Jadi untuk para pemirsa Gultom yang ada melalui YouTube, please jangan malu-malu. Malu-malu, banyak kesalahan, tapi berani. Coba Mr. Ambassador bilang tadi, malu-malu, banyak salah. No, we are falling many times. Kita jatuh berkali-kali. I did it myself. Don't think, jangan kamu kira saya berada di sini tanpa banyak jatuhnya. Many thousands of times. Membuat kursus ini juga saya kadang-kadang jatuh berkali-kali. Sudah 5 tahun saya rencanakan. See, 5 years ago I planned this. Tapi saya belum ketemu orangnya. Saya ketemu orangnya, namanya Tiffany. Tiffany membuat saya berani membuat ini karena dia seorang lulusan insinyur yang muda tapi mau memperkenalkan dirinya kepada saya. That is the turning point. Jadi tanpa Elizabeth yang mengatur ini semuanya, kita tidak akan bisa bertemu Mr. Ambassador. I remember, Mr. Ambassador, you invited me to Tajikistan on your first day post in Tajikistan. We communicated. Opung, datanglah ke Tajikistan. I was so very busy at that time. What's the country name?
Yeah.
Oh, jadi saya diundang. I wish I could go there to meet you, but all the way until your term over from there, I wasn't able to see you. But I'm so happy that I can see you now. Yeah. So rencana kami, Mr. Ambassador, akan membuat kursus angkatan pertama ini adalah 52 kali, dan students yang aktif di sini merupakan pioneer daripada the youth of Gultom youth, ya, Naposo Bulung Gultom kalau saya bisa. That is the Batak's way to say it, right? And the Indonesian way is that kumpulan orang muda Gultom, right? And I can say it in English, the Gultom Youth Association, ya. Jadi saya di dalam kursus bahasa Inggris ini akan campur bahasa Indonesia, bahasa Inggris, how to say it correctly in English. Kalau mereka mengatakan seperti ini. Tadi ada yang bilang sama Ambassador good night. Di dalam bahasa Inggris, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, semua ini adalah hello, mengatakan horas dalam bahasa Batak. Horas, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Itu namanya horas dalam bahasa Batak. Bahasa Indonesia selamat pagi, selamat siang, selamat sore, selamat petang ya. Tetapi jangan sekali-kali kalau kita bertemu di dalam pertemuan, baru pertama kali, apakah itu jam 11.30 malam, kita ketemunya, kita katakan say hello-nya good evening. Tapi kalau kita sudah mau meninggalkan tempat itu, walaupun jam 7.30 malam, kita say good night, I'll see you again. Tapi kalau baru bertemu dengan Mr. Ambassador di video ini, we can say hi, good evening, good morning, Mr. Ambassador. Setelah selesai nanti, saya akan bisa kalian mengatakan good night. Good night meaning goodbye. Ya, dulu waktu saya tiba di Amerika, saya knock the door rumah tangga, knock, 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 knock. Terus saya bilang, good night, sir. What? Terus dia bilang, what? Kan saya baru bertemu. Terus diajarin saya, no, Mr. Gultom, if you want to see American, knock the door. The first time you say, hi, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Tapi kalau kamu mau pulang, baru bilang, good night, sir. Thank you very much. I'll see you again tomorrow. Gitu. Jadi kalau baru pertama kali ketemu, walaupun sudah malam, kita akan katakan good evening. Nanti kalau kita sudah mau pulang, bilang goodbye. Jangan bilang goodbye. Kalau malam hari kan, good night. I'll see you again. Thank you. Ya, jadi itu satu tambahan. Jadi kalau nanti bertemu dengan kita punya tamu agung waktu malam seperti ini di Indonesia, good evening, sir. Good evening, Namboru. For you information, Mr. Ambassador, that we invited also Dr. Lasmaida Gultom, like 4 sessions ago. Mr. Ambassador knows Dr. Ida Gultom, yeah. She was very nice, very happy. She was happy for the students that would like to learn English supaya mereka bisa seperti Mr. Ambassador dapat posisi. Not only that, there are thousands and thousands works out there. Dengan era digitalisasi communication system yang bagus, kita bisa bekerja di Indonesia untuk Amerika Serikat. Kita bisa bekerja di Jakarta untuk Inggris. Kita bisa bekerja untuk NATO di Eropa dari rumah. But the way you can do that, salah satu cara kamu bisa dapat pekerjaan itu, you need to know how to speak English, how to write English, how to communicate in English, express your profession, your experience in English. Caranya, you have to practice English. Jadi saya mendapat satu namanya Cecilia Gultom yang akan membantu student karena dia tinggal di Jakarta. Dia setiap saat akan menghubungi Anda, and she will never talk Indonesian. She will combine Indonesian and English and teach you how to say things correctly. Ya, jadi kita sangat bersyukur. Dia masih dalam perjalanan sih sebenarnya, karena saya bilang sama dia, our school start at 9 p.m. Jakarta time. Tapi tidak apa-apa. Dia mendengarkan barangkali di mobil. So next session will be spelling. Ya, spelling ini Ambassador, kita akan berikan hadiah sama mereka siapa yang top. Spelling ini orang Indonesia pada umumnya tidak mengerti spelling ini kepentingannya. Ya. Sangat-sangat penting spelling. How do you spell your first name? My first name spelled W-I-L-L-M-A-R. What is your last name spelled? My last name spelled G-U-L-T-O-M. M as in Mary or M as in Nancy? Karena kedengarannya M dengan N itu hampir sama. Jadi kalau saya katakan, my last name is Gultom, G-U-L-T-O-M, M as in Mary, Gultom. Seperti itu. Jadi kalau misalnya Tiffany, hi Tiffany, how do you spell your first name? And Tiffany would say T-I-F-F-A-N-N-Y. Tapi ada yang bilang T-A-T-I-F-F-A T-I-F-F-A-N-Y. Yeah, but my first name spelled T-I-F-F-A-N-N-Y. Seperti itu. Jadi next session hari Jumat seperti ini kita akan adakan spelling bee competition. Ya, spelling bee competition. Jadi saya sudah kasih 100 vocabulary list untuk mereka hafal. Nanti dari situ saya akan ambil. Alright. So be ready student, dan juga mereka yang melalui YouTube juga harus ikut ya. Dan dengan demikian kita punya pelajaran akan lebih bagus. So how do you student want to say to Mr. Ambassador? Would you like to say thank you for coming again? And don't forget to ask Mr. Ambassador to come to the session number 51. Can you say that, student? All right, who unmute your audio, please. Okay. Jadi, Mr. Ambassador, I do really appreciate for your time. I know your time is very valuable. Can you imagine, Mr. Ambassador? He is also a professor at the University of Indonesia. Is that Fakultas Ilmu Sosial Politik or Fakultas Hukum? What?
Fakultas Ilmu Sosial and Politik, yeah. And I also, give lecture in other university, the private university in Cilegon.
So that's political science, right?
That's a political science, international relations.
Yeah. So for those of you, saya bikin bahasa Inggris, bahasa Indonesia. For those of the students who want to join the field of diplomacy or diplomat or foreign ministry, you can contact Mr. Ambassador. He will give you some guidance later on. Jadi nanti kalau kita mau menjadi ambassador atau mau kerja di Departemen Luar Negeri, fakultas apakah yang terbaik untuk kita masukin? But don't forget, any faculty that you want to join, English is the best things that you have to do. If you want to join Departemen Luar Negeri, number one, English, not Dutch, not French, not Chinese, not Japanese, but English is the first one. If you can communicate, harus bahasa Inggrisnya yang bagus, menulisnya bagus, present tense, past tense, future tense, dan harus banyak baca. You have to read a lot of English literatures. Banyak nonton video di YouTube English, mengenai English. Tapi untuk penyempurnaannya, Anda masuk di kelas ini, how to say things, bagaimana Anda menyalurkan pendapatnya di dalam bahasa Inggris. Okay, do you have any other question before we close the session for tonight? Adakah pertanyaan? Please raise your hand. No? Okay, so oleh sebab itu, once again, Mr. Ambassador, when I go to Jakarta, I like to meet you, and probably we can have some coffee somewhere down there, anywhere, and eat some Batak foods, your favorite one, and then we can go to Medan probably someday and go to Samosir, and then we'll see the Gultom monument that is being built right now in Samosir, and both of us part of the association to promote the Gultom culture, the Gultom association, the big Gultom family throughout the world. So I am so happy and I'm so proud to be one of the Gultom, especially when I meet Mr. Ambassador. All right, guys.
Maybe I see Ruth.
Go ahead, Ruth.
I want to ask to Mr. Ambassador. You say you're from Samosir, right?
Yeah.
From Syria.
Is it right?
We are same.
Oh, we have the same village. Maybe we're neighbors. Yeah, very good, very nice.
Who are you? Who are your family in Syria?
Yeah, I have still my my brothers over there. living in my grandfather's, Bataknis house.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
in Siriawan.
I live in Sierra Leone since for since 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 childhood. So I know.
You know very much, yeah.
Yes.
When
No.
when we were to go downstairs, down to the hills, to
Yes.
find
Yeah.
Pansur.
Yes, I know. I know.
I also
Ruth, the way you say things to Mr. Ambassador, hi, Mr. Ambassador, where do you coming from, or where is your village, or are you from Siriawan? Terus kamu jawab nantinya, Mr. Ambassador, I am also from Siriawan.
Oh yes.
Which part of Siriawan do you live?
Oh, yes.
Because I know Siriawan very well. Are we from the same village? Are we from the same great-great-grandfather? And you can ask him now, who is your great-great-grandfather? You can ask him like that. Who is your great-great-grandfather, Mr. Ambassador?
My great-grandfather is Opung Juaro or Opung Sarina. So I am so saya tadi kaget karena because Mr. Ambassador from I was surprised. Yes, I was surprised.
You mentioned about Siriawan village.
Yes.
Yeah,
No.
we have to say.
Now, where do you live, Mr. Ambassador?
But now actually I'm living in Jakarta, in Pondok Lapa. Yeah, Pondok Lapa.
So we maybe kalau bisa datang kapan-kapan bisa nggak?
Yeah, of course, yeah. Where do you live?
I live in Depok.
Oh, Depok. Okay, yes, so close.
Actually, I'm last nephew.
Okay.
Yes. So I want to learn I want to learn more about English. So
English. Okay. Good.
So I want
Well,
to
actually,
learn.
you can contact Tiffany. Yeah. I will send 2 books to Tiffany through the WhatsApp because I couldn't make it through chat. Yeah. Here.
Yes.
One about how to pronounce, the words. Yeah. Sometimes people, even in America or in Europe, in English is different. Yeah, England or Britain, and the American style is different. How you pronounce, how to say something is quite different. But this book may be quite useful, yeah, for you to know about the pronunciation.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Ambassador. Thank you, Mr. Gultom.
Okay, so well, I should say thank you so much for sharing that information, Mr. Ambassador. So Tiffany, if that's electronic book, you can share it later on to all of the students, especially about pronunciation. So I think if there is no other hand raised, tidak ada lagi tangan diangkat, we can come to a conclusion. Dan kepada pemirsa di seluruh dunia, demikianlah tadi kita mempunyai didatangi seorang tamu. We have a special guest, Mr. Ambassador Gultom from Jakarta, Indonesia. So hopefully, if we invite you, Mr. Ambassador, can you also joining us? I have a plan to invite you on session number 51, the one before the last.
Yeah.
So you can see and you can make a evaluation of how do you compare session number 12 to session number 52. You would be surprised later on that it will be much better. And hopefully that they can interview it in a way that everybody can understand it in a structured way. right now we have this interview unstructured, you know. It is because I want to have their braveness, keberanian mereka. Berani kah? Now I can see they're berani. They are so, I'm so proud of my students. So from Los Angeles, California, Mr. Gultom would say, thank you very much and good night, Mr. Ambassador. Good night, my students. I will see you again next week for the spelling bee. Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you. Bye, Pong, and everybody. Bye. See you again.
Goodbye, sir.
Good night.
Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye,
Thank
sir. Thank
you.
you.